All right, what do we got today? So today we are reviewing the Fiverr profile and gigs of a gentleman by the name of Chris Stout. So Chris, thank you so much for submitting your information to me. I'm really looking forward to diving into your gig and giving you some tips and feedback. So for those of you watching, Chris submitted some information just to give us a little background on kind of who he is and what he's all about. So given that he's recently built a voiceover studio at his home, and that he's working from home given everything that's happening in 2020, he's been looking forward to really diving into this voiceover industry and taking a real shot at it. And Chris's fun fact is that he can recite the entire song Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. I think that's pretty awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let's get into the review. All right, today we are looking at submission from Chris Stout. Chris, thanks for sending your information to me. I'm sorry it's taken so long. As you know, I get so many of these requests lately. So let's fire through your profile and gig and see what we're working with here. First thing, I like your profile picture. I'm a big fan of actual people. Since you're a voice actor, I actually really like that you have all the sound dampening stuff on the walls behind you. I think that's really, really good. Your profile bio piece here: genuine, engaging, and inspiring. I like it. It's from the US. He's been a member since just this year. That's pretty impressive. You already have 50 reviews, and you were pretty quick to respond and are pretty active. So into your description. Thanks for taking the time to look at my gig. I may be new to Fiverr, but I'm not new to voiceover. When I'm not working full-time as an advertising professional or in the booth working on new projects, I enjoy traveling and outdoor activities with my wife and children. If you've got any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. So Chris, I think that's a pretty great description. Only thing you might want to add is, think about when someone's hitting this profile page. It's someone looking for voiceover services. They're probably overwhelmed with how many people they're sifting through on Fiverr. Take the time to maybe add just a couple of the types of voiceover you can do for people in this description. Because I'll be honest with you, if I had a startup and I was looking for a voiceover actor, I don't know if there's different genres of voiceover actors or skill sets they have that I might care about. So just listing the types of voiceovers you do, whether it's like commercials, SaaS companies, whatever, I think that would go a long way, because we have limited real estate to really advertise and sell ourselves here on Fiverr. And I think this is kind of, if someone's finding you from your gig, clicking through your profile to see what you're all about, this is the first thing they're probably looking at. So yeah, I would consider tweaking that. And then for your skills, pretty standard. You're a voice actor, so I think that's pretty good. Maybe put advertising and marketing in here as well, because you list that that's what you do in your 9 to 5, and you could kind of offer value-added services by being kind of a marketing consultant there. So before I jump into your gig, so kind of cool that you only have one so far. I'm in my copywriting tutorial on my channel, I talk about kind of building up that first gig and then launching a second gig that's complimentary. I think it's pretty cool. It's allowing you to stack up the reviews. As for the thumbnail, I get that this is a portfolio piece with the play button there. But again, for the same reasons that I talk about pumping this up with information, I think that you should probably put some sort of a keyframe here that would allow you to list some key points about your services, whether it's like fast delivery, the type of voiceover you do, or, fast and professional, whatever. I just think it's an extra spot where when this thumbnail is appearing in Fiverr search, it gives you that edge to further try to differentiate yourself from the competition. So jumping into the gig, the subject line: I will create an American English male voiceover for you. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I've noticed a lot of people are doing the whole American English. I guess it's like you're kind of hitting two birds with one stone. If someone's looking for an American voiceover or English male voiceover, you're kind of getting both. So I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to click here and watch this first portfolio piece, and we'll see how you do.
Before you know it, your little one will be all grown up and heading off to college. Why not start saving now? It's 4th down with 3 yards to go. Do you have what it takes? Interactive Sports presents Football Frenzy 2, coming this fall to gaming consoles everywhere.
All right, pretty good. It's got that soothing, calm voiceover voice, and I like that kind of DraftKings style sports betting or sports advertisement you used in there. It's obvious that you do good work, and I see that you have a lot of portfolio pieces here. I think that's really good, so people can kind of see the range of different styles you can do.
Only thing that I would tweak, I mentioned this before jumping in here, is use that first frame to kind of also advertise your services. I think that would go a long way. About the about this gig. Not much here, so let's read it. I'm reading this, by the way. So, I am an English American speaking voice talent, and my voice can be best described as natural and engaging with no regional accent of any kind. As for range, I'm as comfortable with a friendly, casual tone as I am with a firm, assertive delivery. I'm looking forward to hearing about your project and working side by side with you to bring it to life. So, okay, so you got 50 orders. You're a pretty new seller, so you're getting orders, but this gig description is not helping you at all when it comes to marketing this gig. So one key concept that's really important for us as Fiverr sellers is this concept of SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and basically it's referencing how well something surfaces in a search engine. So in the case of Fiverr, it's how well our gigs are appearing in people's searches. One of the big factors that affects how well our gig performs from an SEO perspective is how many keywords and keyword phrases we're able to put into our gig that people might be searching for that'll help Fiverr match up our gigs with their searches. In the case of this very short gig description, you don't give yourself a real good opportunity to do that. So what I'd recommend, like, this bit is great. This is a great intro to your gig description, but maybe say, the next paragraph would be, here's some reasons to work with me. Fast delivery. I've covered this industry, and this industry before. I have professional equipment. Easy to work with. And then, in the next paragraph, say, here are the types of voiceovers I can do, and just say like broadcasting, sports voiceovers, commercials, radio and television, intros, outros. Whatever services you can offer, list them, because what that does is once you list them here in your gig description, when people search for stuff in Fiverr search, if they match up with the stuff that you're putting in this description, it increases the chances that they find you. So, Chris, my guy, you have a great set of skills here. You've written this well. Add to it. I think you get like 3,000 characters. Fill that sucker up. Don't just fill it up with spam though. It has to flow. It has to sound good, but pack it with those keywords, and your gig that's already performing pretty well for a new gig will continue to perform well. And by doing things like that, you're gonna boost the amount of organic traffic you get, and that's the name of the game when it comes to Fiverr. Only other thing I'll comment on is, I know you're only a level 1 seller right now, but you're selling it for $5. I think that once you crush past that level 2 seller threshold, maybe up the price as an experiment with how that's going, especially if you take the time by that point to add to this description. See what the threshold is for how much you can sell your services for, right? Because you obviously have the skills. You want to capitalize on those as you grow. So thank you so much for submitting your profile here. I love it. I think you do really well. You do need to improve on that gig description. There's just not enough there to help it really catch in Fiverr search. So thanks again.
All right, Chris. So I actually really enjoyed reviewing your profile, and the reason is normally a lot of these review videos give a lot of the same feedback: subject line, thumbnail, and some of the other key points that a lot of people seem to miss. But with your gig, I think the one big focus area was that description. You got a lot of space to work with. You do great work, and you have so much potential. So if you fill that out and devote some time to studying SEO and really juicing that description up, I think your gig's going to perform really, really well. So thank you so much for submission. For those of you who are looking to sell on Fiverr, or you've already started and you want some tips, this playlist is for you. So check out my Fiverr profile and gig review playlist. Take a look at the first video in there to see what I want you to submit to me in your email. If you want me to review it on this channel, send the submission in and I will get to it as soon as I have time. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers.